Hey guys, sorry. Apparently, I have only a short amount of time in between these videos, so I want to really kind of fly through this. So, what I did was I deleted the picture that was here because what I want to do is be able to add my own stuff. So, the background is that first tab. The second tab is going to be the add button, and this is really kind of where you're going to live. This is where you're going to need everything. So, your text is here. If I want to add some text, all capital or maybe just a classic title, I click it and boom, it shows up. Now I can just move it around just like my PowerPoint, right? So maybe I'll put this in the corner to get it off my plate because I really like the way the plate looks. And what I can do is add a title, and then I can change everything about it. So, welcome to Greek Food Festival. Sorry about that. Okay, so here we go. I can move this up, open this up just a little bit to kind of make sure I'm fitting all my stuff in. And there we go. So, welcome to the Greek Food Festival. Now, you can take everything in here, move it around if you like, and you can add the text, understanding that we talk about layering all the time, the idea of adding adding layers, adding stuff on top of stuff to create a sense of depth. And that's what you want to do here. If you notice down here, you have a title and then you have an image. These are separate pieces. This rectangle is separate from the text on top of it, which is separate from the picture on top of the behind that. So using these, you're able to kind of either take what's here and edit it, or delete it and put your own stuff on. So that is the background. Those are the text. You can either take your text that's there and just edit it, or you can add your own. You have the gallery art, which are some of these sets of images that you guys can kind of layer up together. If you like to play around with that, you have a little extra time. It's very, very cool. They have things like carousels that will spin the pictures around. That's on the CPS website or Cranston West website if you have that. You have vector art. Vector art is like geometry. You're going to deal with basic art stuff. You have shapes, which if you want to put some of these in, some basic stuff, horizontal lines, which we use for separation of information, but you don't have a lot of information here. So 3 pages is going to be a lot. You're not going to need a lot on each one. Remember, less is more when it comes to information per web page. Nobody wants to read an essay. These are brief blurbs of information. Buttons. So we said part of this is putting an external link on. So to put an external link on, use a button. And a button will allow somebody to press it. And let's say if I move it here, I'm just going to put this on. What I can do is change the text of the button. So I can say click here. But what I can do is change the link. I can actually make this go somewhere else. I click web address. So I add a link to it. And then I go outside and Greek Food Festival Cranston. And maybe I do like, I just go to its Facebook page. I copy it. And I paste it in and click done. So anytime you want to see what you did, remember we're on what's called the back end of a web page. The back end of a web page is where all the work gets done. You go to preview and you'll be able to see where everybody else sees. And this is what everybody else is seeing right now. And if I click here with my button, it will take me exactly where I want it to go, which is the web page, the Facebook page. So that is how you go to preview, add a button, go back to editor. And that's what you're doing. Okay, so you are going to use a template, delete what they're using, and give yourself some information to kind of add per page. You can play around with some of this ad stuff as well. I'm not asking you to do a lot here. Okay, I don't want you to do too much. So like videos and